community development organization that's been around almost 50 years at this point, serving Fort Greene, Clinton Hill, Bed-Stuy, Prospect Heights. Today, my testimonies revolve around the issue in terms of this, the scoping of this Phase 2, the SEIS, and identifying the alternatives for involving a bidding process out of the Phase 2 site to multiple additional development teams. Given the current high level of development activity in Brooklyn, the SEIS should study an alternative to the 2009 MGPP, in which the original 10-year build-out is achieved by dividing the Phase 2 site among multiple development teams through a competitive bidding process, and in so doing adding resources, expanding access to financing, and reducing development risk. A prime example of this division in use of multiple development has come out of the Brooklyn Downtown Plan, which was passed in 2004 and prompted the development of thousands of units of residential housing, both affordable and market rate, over the past 9 years, starting at the Flatbush Avenue extension, running through downtown, Court Street and Atlantic, and then the Livingston-Schermerhorn corridor. The corridor of Livingston and Schermerhorn is a particularly good example of development which has combined affordability, diversity of developers, and used with both supportive housing and mixed rental income, and in a contextual setting. This area includes a nonprofit developer and for-profit developers that are local. All of this has been built in the using multiple developers within a 10-year period over just as large an area as Atlantic Yards, using a variety of financing tools, and has produced even in the midst of a recession. FCRC gave the reason for the delay agreed to in the 2009 MGPP as due to market conditions. This claim is now ludicrous, as Brooklyn, particularly the downtown area, is the hottest real estate market in the city, and there is more to come with new development along Flatbush and into the BAM Cultural District over the next 2 years. Clearly, the Brooklyn real estate market is not in a recession. One has to ask, is the delay instead caused by the financial condition of the sole source developer and not the market? All of the projects about to break ground also provide thousands of square feet of cultural facilities, public plazas, public library, and retail space. The land in the cultural district is controlled by the City of New York, which has negotiated to bring major public benefits to these projects. The city's model of multiple sites and a variety of developers providing more public benefit. So the question has to be asked, can't the state, in the guise of the ESDC and the MTA, bring more public benefit to Atlantic Yards site by utilizing a competitive process and a multiple of developers? Can a variety of housing alternatives be produced? Remember, there was a homeless shelter torn down on this site. What about supportive housing? Can the alternative to a sole source developer provide both deeper affordability, units more responsive to the needs of families seeking affordable homes, community facilities, cultural amenities such as daycares and healthcare? The SEIS must look at this scenario as an alternative to the 25-year build-out of the 16 residential towers with few prescribed public amenities.
Thank you, Ms. Howard.